Relating all the way back to episode 167 of the Zelda Cast, which released shortly after the E3 2021 trailer, Andy and Allison discussed whether they thought the zonai would be a much bigger focus in Tears of the Kingdom. Almost did it again. And they both came to the relative conclusion that the Zonai tribe would not be a big focus of the game. So my question is, with all the new information from the recent trailer, what is your guys' standpoint on the Zonai tribe in Tears of the Kingdom? Do you think that they are still going to remain a mystery, or perhaps will they have a bigger role to play in the game? It's a great question. Great question. You know what I'm going to say here, Al?
You don't know.
What new information from the trailer?
Well, okay, to be fair, they do have a lot more green stuff that looks like the dragons from the Zonai area. So, like, I get
That's
the
not
question.
information. That is
But
speculating at best.
Andy, sometimes you have to infer a story. It's okay.
You're right. That is okay. And, like, I think that... Listen, I think that you can not assume. I think that it could be a reasonable guess to say that I think that based on the imagery we've seen in this trailer, the Zonai tribe could potentially play a bigger role. I think that that's
Imagery is
fine.
still information.
Not really. Like
It is.
I mean,
It's a form
yes,
of information.
yes, it is. But information to me is something that you know for sure. Do we know this for sure? No. No.
Okay. Uh, I have no idea. I feel a little bit thrown for a loop because, like I was saying, this last teaser feels completely different than the first teaser. Like, obviously, the game is coming along great. The first teaser was more of an announcement that they're working on the sequel, or the sequel. And I don't know what the heck is going on. There appears to be more Zonai stuff, if that's what it is, if it's more of like the sky people that I'm assuming we have now. There's also a new language on the mural. I don't know if that's Zonai language or if it's a different language. Who knows? I have no idea anymore. I'm tired of guessing. I just want to know.
Information. Noun. Facts provided or learned about something or someone. Quotes. A vital piece of information. I ask you, what facts were provided in that trailer? What did we learn in that trailer? Nothing. There were no facts provided. There was some imagery that we can maybe infer, but there was no concrete facts. So I don't know that with all the new. I mean, listen, I'm being a little bit cheeky here, but I think that it's probably a safe assumption to make that you know what? I don't even know if I'm gonna go that far. The Zonai. I mean, this is the thing about the Zonai tribe is that so many like YouTube theorists that want to get people to click on their videos, like they really built this up a lot,
The
and
Zonai, yeah.
and I could see it happening. I definitely could, but on the
Mhm.
flip side of that, like we need to be temper our expectations here. Like I think it's just as likely that Nintendo makes up a new faction of enemies or whatever as it is like they bring out the Zonai tribe, because there was like very 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 little in the way of like actual imagery or um like mention made to them at all in Breath of the Wild. So
Right.
like I think it was really only about the Spring of Courage or whatever, right? That their imagery was shown.
Yeah, and like the yeah, just kind of the statues and stuff, how they all look similar. But we've
Right,
had similar art in past games. People are
right.
connecting some of the like I'm gonna do a lock joke. The Zonai swirls to more of like the Twilight swirls. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's like
totally.
it's really hard to say what any of this is. Is it Zonai? It could be. Is it something else? More likely. I don't know. But I also think it's kind of funny that um Nintendo, when they were doing Breath of the Wild, they had the first mural, and they were like, "You guys aren't going to be able to translate this. There's no way." And we translated it.
Yeah.
Zi translated it within a day. Um, we have. I don't. Has anybody translated the stuff that's on the new mural? I don't think so.
So, from
I think
other
they have.
some people from other podcasts that shall not be named have claimed that they figured it all out, which is obviously not true. Um, so Do I think that the zonai could be a part of this game? I do think that it's possible, but I think it's maybe just as likely that they're not. Because I don't know. I think that like I really think that maybe it would have been a bigger focus in Breath of the Wild, like at least to like get that name out there a little bit. Because I had never heard of the zonai until like a year or two after Breath of the Wild, and people started talking about them as if they were for sure gonna appear in the sequel. And I was like, who the hell are the zonai? What is zonai?
Yeah,
And I think they were briefly mentioned in one of the books, right? Like
maybe,
creating a
but I
champion or
think
something.
yeah, it wasn't creating the champion, but I think that's like also a cool reason to grab it because it has so little information and you could build off of it. So it's very likely. I just don't know. It's so hard to tell.
I can't say that I think it's very likely. I think it's possible.
Play Zelda.
I think it's possible. And I think that I think it would be fun if they did it actually. Like I kind of hope that they do because I do think that like you do have this thing that's set up. It would be kind of cool to see like the third branch or whatever because you've got like the Sheikah and the Yiga. So like are the zonai like their cousins or something like I don't know, but
their cousins.
You know, I think that could be pretty cool if they did show up, but I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yeah, we learned a lot from the last trailer, and I think that it's gonna point to a definitive, you know, inclusion of the Zonai tribe. So, long answer for a long question. There we go. Here we go. We actually kind of already answered this, but this is from our buddy Quigs. He asks, what do you think the titular Tears of the Kingdom refers to? Are they items Link must collect? And how and where do you think he'll acquire them? Will they give him new abilities? So we kind of answered that already. I don't know that they're going to be physical things that you need to collect. I don't think it's like impossible that they wouldn't be, though. I could see that.
I mean, there was 7 in the mural, so maybe there's 7 that you have to collect.
I mean, maybe you could go back to like the Silent Realms too, like, and that would be a different way to have like the same world again. But I don't know if I see that either. Like I think that's too on the nose. Like I think it's too on the nose to take like that exact mechanic from Skyward Sword or like the Tears of Light from, you know what I mean? Like I just think they're going to create something on their own.
Yeah, but when you look at the vessel thing, for some reason it makes me think of. I can't remember what show or movie I'm thinking of, but they look like little like syringe capsules. Like you could pluck it off and then you stick it in something and it like sucks up the stuff. Maybe it's like you have to go to some pod in a dungeon at the end and you like stick it in there and that's the tears that you're getting. I don't know. That's what they look like to me. I can't remember what movie that's from.
I don't know.
I'm going to throw it out there like 3 months from now. It's from this movie.
If anybody knows in chat what the hell Allison's talking about, let us know.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this clip and want to see more of the Zelda Cast, make sure to head over to your favorite podcast platform of choice and subscribe. There are over 200 episodes in the vault that will provide you with hundreds of hours of Zelda content for you to enjoy. You can listen to us when you're on a walk, fighting Ganon, trying to sleep, whatever. And if you want to see these shows as they happen, make sure to head over to twitch.tv/the Zelda Cast, where you can watch our beautiful faces talk about Zelda every single week. Don't miss out, and we'll see you next time.